Welcome. I'm Mayor Gary Sulz, and with me today is Sheanna Moore, Interim Director of Finance for the City of Revelstoke. Sheanna, this is our second interview regarding the city budget process. What has changed since the last time we spoke?
Hi, Gary. Yeah, since the last time we spoke, Council has made a resolution to bring forward a 5% tax increase for property taxes for 2023. And what this looks like for the average valued home at $708,000 is approximately $95 in taxation increase for 2023.
And so then how does that break down? That 5% breaks down into what?
So that 5% breaks down into two different components. We have approximately 2.5% that is required for increase in operational expenses and inflation. And then the other 2.5%, Council's made a resolution to put it aside for the redevelopment of the arena for the future.
And so when we look at that 2.5% for operation costs, we're looking at basically all the work that we do in the city is encompassed in that percentage, right? That increase. So we've seen some inflation, some things have gone up, nothing that we can control. So that's kind of the reason that we're looking at an increase, is just overall costs have increased.
Absolutely. Overall costs have increased, and as the community grows, the demand of work grows. So more staff are also required within that increase to cover our basic services for residents.
So at this point, what can the community expect now? What's the next step?
The next step for the community is to receive a property tax notice in the mail at the end of May or beginning of June. So if you don't receive one in the mail, please contact the finance department around that time. And at the moment, if any residents would like to update their installment program and increase the amount of their installments, they are welcome to come into the finance department and do so, or email finance@revelstoke.ca to make the change.
So if they feel that they're not putting enough aside, that's basically what that program is. They can bump it up, and then they know that they're covered. Mm-hmm. And then for some people in the community, some banks already collect the tax for them with their mortgage. Is that correct?
That's correct, yes.
Right. And then, so if people want to get on the installment program, is it too late in the year to do it now, or are they better to do it beginning of the year? How does that system work?
So in order to get on the installment plan, we require residents to apply by within the first few months of the year.
Right.
As we get closer to sending out property tax notices, we have to have everything finalized.
Average house, $708,000. If you have an average house at that, so that includes apartments, trailers, that sort of thing, you're looking at $95 increase over last year. But part of that's based on your assessment value and the increase in that. Mm-hmm. And so the increased average assessment for Revelstoke for 2023.
The average increase in assessed value for Revelstoke in 2023 is 12%.
Correct.
So if you're a resident in the community that owns a home that has increased more than 12% during 2023, you can expect to see a slightly bigger increase on your taxes. However, if you're within that 12% increase, you can expect to see the average increase, which is approximately $95 per average family home, or 5% from
Perfect.
your last year's notice.
Good. And so let's hope most people are on the average. I'm going to be over. I think my percentage was a little higher than that. So yeah. I got to pay a bigger piece of that bill. So Sheanna, thanks for joining me today. Taxes have a big impact on our community and future planning. So it's important to have these discussions as often as we can. I want to thank our audience for listening in, and be sure to take a few minutes to watch our other videos on the City Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram accounts. Thanks again, folks.